SpongeBob SquarePants. Can I end my explanation there? No? Okay. This sponge was created in 1998, then technically first aired in 1999. SpongeBob has become one of Nickelodeon's best shows. And only shows. There's like 4. What happened? Nickelodeon used to be an empire. Nowadays, SpongeBob isn't that good. Most people agree. So, most of the time you have to go back to the old seasons in order to actually see the sponge you like. Now, how do you do that? My personal take, DVDs and VHSs, the original releases. Which ones, you ask? Well, let's talk about this tape. Alright, so first let's take a look at the actual, sleeve, the tape itself. So, on the front you got Ripped Pants, kind of the big main man there. On the back, it shows a couple other episodes, SB129 and Texas. Just other random guff. Got episode list and the descriptions. Side nautical nonsense. Standard. Unfortunately, this is not one of the classic Nickelodeon orange tapes. But overall, it's a good tape just on the outside. But that's not what's important, is it? So let's take this thing out of the sleeve and go pop her in the VCR. Now, although this tape doesn't have every single good episode of SpongeBob, it's missing Band Geeks, it's missing Fun, it's missing Help Wanted, other fan favorites. It has a lot of great episodes on it. Let's just check this out. As kind of expected, the first thing we're met with is a couple ads. It's all Nickelodeon stuff, so it's not bad. It's SpongeBob. Can't really complain. But the episodes are truly where it's at. Off the bat, it's objectively the best episode of SpongeBob, Ripped Pants. Why is it the best, you ask? Collectors. I'm not going to ask how many SpongeBob tapes you own. I'm going to ask how many copies of Ripped Pants you own. It was pushed so much, because it's good. Simple as that. And on top of that, don't forget the amazing song in this episode. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants. Moving on to SB129, the episode that has simply just another great reason why this tape is one of the best, if not the best. If you can't remember anything from this episode other than this is the episode where Squidward locks himself in the freezer and freezes for 2,000 years, ending up in the future. Then he takes a time machine, and this is also the episode with SpongeGar, and it leads us to that meme. So far, this tape is great. And until the last episode on there, it's staying great. Because the next episode up is Texas. Just like Ripped Pants, this is an episode with an amazing song in it.
Wish I was back in Texas. The ocean's no place for a squirrel.
And then on top of that, once you get later into the episode, obviously, it's Texas. It has...
Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
No, I'm Texas!
What's the difference?
It also has this one shot of Patrick. There's no joke behind it. I just really like this image. So let's recap real quick. We're 3 episodes in. The episodes were Ripped Pants, SB129, and Texas. So far, we have 2 great songs and already 3 iconic scenes or memes, whichever one you want to look at it as. How can this get better? I'll tell you how. With the hash-slinging slasher! That's right, next episode up is The Graveyard Shift. The episode where Squidward realizes that SpongeBob is afraid of the dark. And so he obviously makes up a little ghost story to scare the crap out of him.
He gets ya!
Then, as a form of instant karma, at around 3 a.m., because it has to be 3 a.m., everything Squidward said in his little fantasy ghost story actually happens. The lights flicker on and off. The phone rings, but nobody's there. And then, the bus. With the hash-slinging slasher. Or more like the And then it's just revealed to be this nerd kid looking for a job. Oh wait, that sounds familiar. And the lights was this old horror guy that nobody knows. Such an odd reference. And that leads us into our turning point. The only episode I wouldn't consider to be one of the greats on this tape. It does have the sad violin song though, so that's a bit of a plus. But even though I wouldn't consider this one to be one of the greats, it's still a good episode, and it still has some memes with it. We got the didgeridoo player. Some people don't really recognize him as a meme. I don't even recognize him as a meme, but he's iconic enough to be considered one, I guess. So I'm at least putting him in the video. And on top of that, we got the fish with the really messed up face. When it's before Patrick goes, "Look at it! Look at it!"
Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy!
And even better than that, while I was scrolling through the tape to find that part, I found the ugly barnacle.
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
That didn't help at all.
And that brings us to the end of our video, folks. If you made it this far, why not at least like the video if you're not going to subscribe? Just give it a like. In my opinion, Nautical Nonsense is the definitive SpongeBob VHS tape. It has so many iconic scenes, songs, episodes, everything. That simple as this. If you're getting a SpongeBob VHS tape, just one, you're going with Nautical Nonsense. Simple as that. I'll see you guys next time.